Dear fellow Catholics, we greet you with heartfelt blessings. It is our joy to welcome you back to our community, and we pray that your day is abundant with Christ's grace. Recent discussions have emerged concerning Pope Francis's reflections on the metaphorical darkness affecting our world. These contemplations have led to renewed interest in the prophecies of MEDJUGORJE, a French mystic from the late 19th and early 20th centuries, renowned for her stigmata and profound visions. MEDJUGORJE foretold a period known as the 3 Days of Darkness, a time she described as an intense, all-encompassing darkness lasting for 3 days and nights. During this period, the only source of light would be blessed beeswax candles, and it was believed that all enemies of the Church would perish. She urged the faithful to remain indoors, pray the rosary, and seek divine mercy during these days. This prophecy has been a subject of contemplation and discussion among the faithful, symbolizing both physical and spiritual trials. In his teachings, Pope Francis often addresses the darkness of our times, issues such as polarization, terror, war, and indifference. He emphasizes the importance of inner light, faith, and moral conscience to navigate these challenges. His reflections resonate with the symbolic interpretation of Jehenne's prophecy, suggesting a profound spiritual crisis characterized by widespread apathy, fear, division, and conflict. The convergence of these perspectives invites us to introspect and prepare, not necessarily for a literal period of darkness, but for the moral and spiritual challenges that lie ahead. It is a call to strengthen our faith, uphold our ethical values, and be beacons of light in times of uncertainty. Let us heed these warnings and embrace the teachings of our faith, fostering a renewed era of hope and peace for humanity. Facing the darkness, preparing for the prophecy of the 3 days of darkness as we approach the future, one profound question arises that calls for deep reflection. Are we ready to ignite the light within us to face the coming darkness with honesty, trust, and unwavering faith? This is the central theme echoed by both Pope Francis and the prophecy of MEDJUGORJE. Both highlight the necessity of nurturing our inner light, an internal force that will guide us through turbulent times, whether they manifest physically or spiritually. Pope Francis, in his continual message of hope and preparedness, urges us to not only recognize the darkness but also to shine our light during these moments of crisis. His words are a call to action, challenging us to strengthen our inner resolve through faith, compassion, discernment, and a solid ethical conscience. This inner light can take various forms: the strength to resist hatred, the courage to avoid the savagery of our world, and the wisdom to navigate the sea of misinformation that floods our society today. By remaining true to our Christian values, we keep our candles lit, offering hope to those who are struggling in the surrounding gloom. Similarly, MEDJUGORJE's prophecy of the 3 days of darkness paints a stark and chilling image of a world plunged into utter chaos, where the absence of light represents both physical and spiritual desolation. But this darkness, as daunting as it may seem, is not meant to paralyze us. It is an invitation to kindle the light of faith within our hearts. Both the prophecy and Pope Francis's teachings urge us to recognize that our ability to weather these storms lies in our commitment to uphold the light, whether that means prayer, acts of charity, or an unwavering trust in God's providence. As 2024 approaches, the possibility of these 3 days of literal darkness has captured the imagination of many. Will we face this prophecy as an environmental disaster, where civilization as we know it crumbles under the weight of destruction? Or will it unfold as a deeper, more existential spiritual trial, a moment of reflection where the true nature of our hearts is revealed? We cannot say with certainty, but one thing remains clear: the prophecy, whether interpreted as literal or symbolic, holds profound significance for our spiritual preparation. The impact of MEDJUGORJE's words is undeniable. Even if we do not know the exact details of what will unfold, her prophecy forces us to examine ourselves and our world. We must confront the anxiety and uncertainty that pervade our modern society, much as people of the past faced the trials of their own tumultuous eras. The darkness described in the prophecy could be the result of global unrest, catastrophic events, or perhaps the growing spiritual malaise that threatens to overtake us. Regardless of the form it takes, it will be a time of profound challenge. What is more crucial than knowing the specific outcome is understanding the underlying message. The darkness, whether it is physical or spiritual, is an opportunity for transformation. It is a test of how brightly we can shine in the face of fear, confusion, and uncertainty. As we prepare, we must embrace the light of faith, not as something external, but as a force within that shapes our actions, our thoughts, and our prayers. In the end, whether the 3 days of darkness unfold as foretold or remain as a symbolic warning of future spiritual battles, the core message remains the same. The power to overcome the darkness is within us. It is through our faith, our resolve, and our communal prayers that we can prepare ourselves to meet whatever challenges come our way. It is through our collective effort to hold on to the light that we can transform the future, no matter how dark it may seem. As we stand on the threshold of 2024, let us take the time to reflect on this prophecy not with fear, but with hope. Let us be ready to shine our inner light, dispelling the shadows and guiding ourselves and others through the storm. May our hearts be steadfast, our faith unwavering, and our commitment to prayer unshakable as we face the future, whatever it may bring. As we stand at the crossroads of a rapidly changing world, the question looms large. How will we respond to the prophecy of MEDJUGORJE and the warnings it carries? Will we allow this prophetic message to serve as a catalyst for spiritual growth, resilience, and collective strength? Or will we succumb to fear, letting anxiety take root in our hearts and minds? The prophecy calls us to a deep reflection on how we approach the challenges of our time, offering us the opportunity to shape our future with wisdom, compassion, and shared faith. In a world marked by economic turmoil, political division, and the lingering effects of a global pandemic, the message of MEDJUGORJE is remarkably relevant. Whether we interpret the 3 days of darkness literally or symbolically, the core of the prophecy speaks to the profound spiritual and moral crises we face. This is not just about external catastrophes, be they natural disasters, war, or societal collapse, but about the inner darkness that threatens our collective humanity. It challenges us to consider how faith can guide us through these tumultuous times and how we, as individuals and as a global community, can rise above fear, chaos, and confusion. The power of MEDJUGORJE's prophecy lies not only in its dramatic imagery of darkness and destruction, but in its call to action. It compels us to ask fundamental questions. How will we respond to uncertainty? Will we allow compassion and reason to guide our choices? Or will we fuel the fires of alarmism and panic? Will we choose to face the challenges of the future with resilience and hope? Or will we be paralyzed by the weight of fear and anxiety? The prophecy serves as a mirror to our current age, reflecting the turmoil, division, and suffering we see in the world today. Yet it also reveals the possibility of redemption, suggesting that light can triumph over darkness, provided we choose to embrace it. The darkness foretold in the prophecy may be a metaphor for the spiritual and moral darkness we face as a society. If we allow ourselves to become consumed by fear, hatred, and division, we risk perpetuating that darkness. But if we choose to live with integrity, faith, and compassion, we can overcome it. Pope Francis has spoken often about the spiritual darkness of our time, warning against the apathy, division, and violence that threaten to tear humanity apart. His call for compassion, mercy, and unity echoes the themes found in the prophecy. Both the Holy Father and MEDJUGORJE remind us that the key to overcoming darkness lies within us. It is through our inner light, our faith, our ethical conscience, and our commitment to justice that we can bring healing and peace to a fractured world. As 2024 draws near, many will undoubtedly continue to speculate about whether the prophecy will come to pass in a literal sense. Will the world experience 3 days of physical darkness, as described by MEDJUGORJE? Or will it be a period of intense spiritual and moral crisis, a test of our collective resolve to live with compassion and integrity? Regardless of the specifics, the message remains clear. We must prepare ourselves spiritually, mentally, and emotionally for the challenges ahead. In a time when the world seems to be teetering on the edge of uncertainty, the prophecy offers us a chance to reflect and reassess our priorities. It challenges us to consider how we want to face the darkness, whether with fear and trepidation, or with hope, faith, and courage. The future, as the prophecy suggests, is not set in stone. It will be shaped by our collective actions, the choices we make in times of crisis, and the strength of our resolve to shine the light of compassion and love in the face of adversity. Marie-Julie Jahenny's prophecy, whether viewed literally or symbolically, is a powerful call to action. It invites us to confront the darkness that surrounds us with a renewed sense of purpose and faith. The 3 days of darkness are not just a warning of future disasters. They are an opportunity to examine our own hearts and prepare ourselves for the trials ahead. It is a reminder that, in the end, the light will always triumph over darkness if we choose to hold on to it. As we move forward, let us take these prophetic messages to heart. Let us reflect on the moral and spiritual challenges we face, and let us come together as a community to confront them with integrity, compassion, and unwavering faith. Our collective future will be determined by how we respond to the darkness, whether we succumb to fear or rise above it with the light of Christ. Thank you for joining us today. We invite you to share your thoughts in the comments below and subscribe to our channel for future updates. May we all find the strength to shine our inner light, no matter what darkness may come.